What's going on, guys? It's been exactly 1 year since I installed the Subispeed headlights, so I figured this is the perfect time for an update. Also, let me start by apologizing if this is a little shaky, as my tripod is broken, so we're just going to do it handheld mode. And let me begin by saying the headlights work fine, but there are definitely things you need to know if you're gonna buy these. So I'm gonna break all those out for you, but I just need to know they do work fine and they work completely, but there are things you need to know. So let's get into it. All right, so let's just start with the version I bought. I bought the version 1.0 from Subispeed. I think they have the 2.0 out now, which has a smoked out boomerang, and I think these smoked out little slashes as well. On top of that, I believe the boomerang now in the version 2.0 is the turn signal, where in the 1.0, the slashes are a sequential turn signal if you got the upgraded 1.0 lights, which I did not get. I got the very, very base lights you can get, which are around $700 to $800, I believe, at the time. Getting those was all I really wanted. I didn't really care about the sequential turn signals. The turn signal just works normal like it is right in the very bottom right here. But that's the version I got, and so that's the version I'll be speaking to today. I don't know if they sell version 1.0 anymore, but at least what I can speak to might help you with your decision if you're going to buy version 1.0 or 2.0. So let's start with the DRLs. So the headlights come with wiring for DRLs. That you have to wire up yourself. Not a huge deal, you gotta take it to the fuse box. The problem is, the first probably couple months that I had the DRLs installed, or that I had the wiring installed for the DRLs, they would kind of go in and out. Sometimes they would be on, sometimes they would be off when you're driving without any lights on. Now, they're always supposed to work when the e-brake is down, and you can see them in the reflection of cars in front of you if you're close. So that's how I would notice if they were on or if they were off, when they should always be on. And here is where the harness starts. You can see this blue cord that comes out of the passenger side headlight that comes out. It comes all the way through, wraps around here, and meets the other cord from the other side. And right here, you essentially crimp all of it, put it through here to the fuse box, and then you put it to essentially wherever the DRL signal is. Holy cow, I need to clean my battery. So the problem arose right under here. You can see it a little bit, which is where you have to crimp everything together, and I usually wrap it in some electrical tape. I guess that crimping and that wrapping must just get loose very easily because these would go in and out a lot. After about a few months of working on them, I got them to stay on completely, and it's been good for the past, I would say, 8 to 10 months. They've been perfectly fine, but it is finicky, and there aren't really good instructions on how to wire this, or really even how you're supposed to crimp it if there's a certain, good way to crimp it or really have it stick together. But I got it to work now, it's good, just something to know. It might be a little bit of a pain. So the second thing I have to mention is just the way the headlight sticks out. As you can see, this here is where the stock OEM headlight would follow, right here. But then the new headlight sticks out a bunch. And I really don't have a problem with that, but I know some people don't like that. I don't care too much, that's really just a personal preference. And again, let me give you a quick look at the lights, how they look off. The white is still very prominent in the daylight, and then let me turn the lights on for you so you can see how the DRLs look. And here's how the DRLs look. Again, with the camera, it might be hard to see, but this is them on. And actually, technically, the parking light's on so that you guys can see this, because the e-brake's up, and the parking light will toss this side parking light on. When it's just DRL mode only, this will be off. These will still be on. And the absolute biggest pet peeve I have with these headlights are the low beams, and probably not for the reason you think. I haven't gotten one message on Instagram about this, or even two, but 3 messages from people asking if I have the same problem as they have, and I do. So this is, obviously there's something wrong and I don't know what it is. Okay, so I turned the ISO all the way down on my camera, and I turned everything as dark as I could go so you can see the headlights and low beams better. And now, I can't really pick it up on this video, but the driver's side bulb, low beam specifically, shines way up at the person in front of you, yet the light doesn't really blind them. The light still cuts off on the back of the car, but it looks like your left light is like 10 times brighter than your right light. And it really bugs me, especially when you're driving behind cars and you can see that. And the other bizarre thing about it that I thought of right away was, okay, well, when you look at the cutoff of my headlights against my garage, you can see that one is slightly higher than the other. However, the side that is slightly higher than the other is actually the side that does not appear brighter to people in front of you. It's actually the one shining lower, which is very bizarre. So here is some video from my dash cam, and hopefully you can see it on the car in front of me and seeing that the driver's side is actually a decent amount brighter than the passenger side low beam. And I have no idea why. It just looks brighter. The bulb itself looks way brighter than the the passenger side bulb, and I can't understand why. It's not shining in their eyes more, it just appears brighter. Maybe someone knows and I'm just an idiot and don't know, but I can't figure it out. And one quick thing I forgot to mention was when I do wash my car on a hot day, sometimes I can see a little bit of condensation buildup right in here, and just a little tiny spot, but it goes away pretty fast. Maybe that's normal. I don't quite know. I never really noticed it with my other headlights, but it goes away and I haven't seen any buildup on rainy days or anything else. Not quite sure, but just something I thought I'd mention. So, verdict time. What do I think? Are they worth it? At the $700 to $800 price, I like them. That's where I bought them at. I don't care about the turn signal being integrated into anything. I just like how the DRLs look. I like that it's all LED. I like that. Look, really, of all the things I mentioned to nitpick, the only thing that actually bothers me personally is that low beam issue. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. I don't think adjusting the headlight and kind of taking it off, loosening it, trying to adjust it down more is really going to do anything. It seems like the bulb is just brighter, but it's not shining technically into people's eyes. I don't know. That's really the only nitpicky thing. At that price, again, worth it to me. I haven't looked into too much detail at the version 2.0s, and I don't even know if they're selling the version 1.0s anymore. I think the version 2.0s are a good chunk more expensive than the $700 to $800 that mine costs. Over $1,000, I don't know if I'd buy them, and I don't like the smoke either as much, but if they were mine again, over $1,000, maybe not, I don't know. That's your call. And again, everything I mentioned, I don't know if it'll apply to the version 2.0. I'm just putting it out there so you guys can see it. If there's anything else I missed or anything else you want to know, I'll try to stick around in the comments if anything comes around, and I'll try to answer any of those questions. But that's all I really got for now. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.